Hello guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing two episodes for you. Hopefully you're doing good. The first episode I'd like to do is an Armaf fragrance from the past. I have seen this fragrance many years back, and this is a line and house I don't really talk about that much anymore. The reason being Armaf was like a big thing back in the days when I started my reviewing and channel and also collecting. That time Armaf was releasing left and right. They're still releasing, but more or less like the same stuff over and over again, repackaging. So I recently got a couple of Armafs. One of them is gonna be this fragrance called Armaf Niche Sapphire. Okay, so this is not a very expensive fragrance. At the same time, it's not very cheap. So this is like mid-range Armaf fragrances, cheaper than their current releases. And in this line, previously I have owned only three so far, which is like my favorites are Platinum. This is a very crowd pleaser, sort of a nice juicy fragrance. Another one, my most favorite, is Armaf Niche Oud. I was the very first one on YouTube to do this review. And the other one that I got also in 2017, or I think in that time, my bottle is finished almost. It's called Black Onyx. I often talk about it. I have this much few sprays left. Okay, so this is somewhat similar to, you can say, Rive Gauche by YSL, kind of spicy cardamom scent. So when I saw Sapphire, I saw this in one of the pages in Bangladesh, which is called MMC Luxury Perfume. So they brought this and I was like, okay, fine. What is this all about? I checked on Fragrantica, and Fragrantica does have it enlisted. So I don't remember which year it was released, but it's an old release. So in this line, now let me show you one other thing. That is, there are a few other ones. Apart from the Sapphire, I opened Fragrantica. There is Pink Coral. Okay, there is Armaf Niche Gold, Peridot, Red Ruby, White Diamond. The rest of them are for women. The Platinum I talked about, Purple, Amethyst. So these are kind of like Armaf's niche line back in the days. Supposedly, you can say their high-end line, but nowadays Armaf has more expensive fragrance. So let's start. So this is a three-part presentation. This is how the box looks. There's this nice purple line going on the box all throughout the whole box. And I'm sorry about the band-aid because I have a cut and then the skin is hanging. So every time I scratch it, like I bump into something, it hurts. So yeah, I do apologize. So here is the other information. So this is Middle Eastern house, Starling Perfumes, distributed by Armaf. Okay, all this information. And let me see if my batch, it's a 2022 batch. Okay, this is made in France. So I heard Armaf makes every fragrance nowadays in France instead of Dubai. So the second part, like other niche, they give this kind of like a velvety texture box, which is very nice. I really like it, kind of like a suede, like you can say sticker, sort of stitched, and then other information at the base. I took out the bottle already. It says Armaf here. Inside the bottle stays. Okay, very simplistic, but I actually like these. This is a little bit extra than normal paper packaging. The bottle looks really, really lovely, just like the rest of them, same shape, but the blue is nice. It's a blue cap. Okay, written Armaf. Base, there's a sticker, and the juice, I believe, is not blue. It's just the bottle shade is blue. I'm wearing this fragrance on my left hand. Let me do some more sprays. Sprayers, it's on this one is not that great. Sometimes gets stuck, moves around, but it's a snug fit. So let the cell down, and let me tell you, this is supposedly a clone of Invictus Aqua 2016. Also somewhat the original Invictus. I have them both, but I did not bother to take them out. You guys all know how they look like, or what they look like, and what they smell like. Invictus basically is, people say, an aquatic version of 1 million, even though I never found any similarity between 1 million and Invictus. They're just like from the same company, that's it, and they're both sweet and long lasting. But Invictus was more like an aquatic. There is this bay leaf note, and there's this ambergris sort of a feel, which gives it like a sweet and fresh, kind of a combination with a, great longevity. Back in the days, Invictus literally was like a beast. I don't know where is my Invictus. Yeah, here. The Invictus basically is not nowadays no longer talked about much, but I still love this gray juice. Really, really amazing perform and compliment getter. This one is basically like you can say inspired Hawas by Rasasi, and from Hawas, after Hawas, they made Invictus Aqua. So they're all connected. So Invictus, for me, let me talk about Invictus Aqua, great fragrances for summer all year round, especially that frosted glass Invictus Aqua. I have it still like 5 ml left. Really surprising how good that was. Very aquatic, watery, sweet, And even I like that over Hawas, but sadly you cannot find those anymore. The newer Invictus are a little bit not as impressive. It's more watery, aquatic rather than that whole musky, sweet. That ambergris was really like amber was really really present in Invictus Aqua, and it was very oceanic, very soothing, long lasting. So now, why I decided to get this, I knew that I already have so many Invictus inspired perfumes. I took a risk because I read one comment on Fragrantica. One guy wrote, I prefer this so much over Invictus and other clones because this is really masculine and it is a little bit more citrusy and more masculine and robust and long lasting and much affordable than Invictus. So I'm like, Armaf, let me try. This is a men's release, let me try. So first time I sprayed this, what I got from this actually made me very happy. It's not straight up sweetness of Invictus. This is more peppery. It has a lot more pepper, really spicy. And you can tell this one definitely feels like Invictus or something like, you have seen those other cheaper clones. I think Latafa or who made those, like Najdia, right? That one smells good, but synthetic and cheap. For some reason, I don't want to own that. That one smells synthetic. Compared to some of the other ones, even compared to Invictus, I prefer the opening of this stuff, okay, because it's really masculine. Let me tell you the notes. I don't remember. There was this other notes. Wait. It has, yes, grapefruit, mint, pink pepper, ginger. See, a lot of spices already, pink pepper and ginger mixed with the grapefruit and mint. Then there are watery notes, violet leaves, woody notes, ambergris, guaiacol, amber, and cedar. So one thing to be noted that ambergris is very expensive. They don't gonna put it in this kind of price point. Okay, this is in Bangladesh somewhere expect between $35 to $40 tops. Like $30-$35 you can get this at places, but nowadays prices have gone high, so 35 around there. So back in the days when I bought these for the first time, these used to be like 40, like around almost $40 because they were introduced new. So prices have gone a little bit cheaper, but in States I hear it's kind of cheap. So should you be looking at this? I think the opening will really make the statement, like that spices and the mint. It gives that masculine edge to Invictus. Invictus is very sweet, bubblegummy. Some people hate that, but there was nothing really masculine about it. That's when I think the trend started changing from masculinity, like spicy fragrance, like from Fahrenheit, sort of Fahrenheit, Narcissus Rodriguez for him. From this trend, it started going 1 million, Baccarat Invictus, then later Dior Intense. And after that, it's all about unisex, sort of like you can say, like some fragrance like Baccarat Rouge. Those fragrances are for both genders. So there, this masculine edge is missing. Some people may like it, some people hate it. But if you're looking for a masculine version, like a masculine fragrance, like imagine Invictus and Platinum Egoist. These two had a baby, kind of like a spicy, cool, minty. At the same time, it has the sweetness also on the backbone, but it's fresh with the violet leaves and the watery aquatics. So it gives watery freshness, the peppery kick, also the minty, cool sort of vibe, and at the base it's woody. That's what makes this fragrance very robust. I was surprised. One guy said I have an old batch, like 2000 something, 16 batch or so. That's a beast. Even this one is a beast on me. Okay, literally I spray five times. I'm not gonna say one spray is good enough. No, 5 sprays on shirt and skin combined. I get about 5 to 6 hours in Bangladesh condition. When I talk about my condition, there's a reason for it. My weather setup is totally different than UK or US. Some of you do not know. You guys say, hey bro, I reviewed that Caprice fragrance, right? The Lanui Blue Electric. So people said, hey man, that's a straight up beast. I get 10 hours. Yeah, you get 10 hours. I get 5 or 6 because our humidity is very high. Pollution is very high. It's like fragrances disappear very quickly. So your 10 hours equivalent to our 5 to 6. Okay. So when I say this one lasts about 5 to 6 hours on me, you can read in States or UK, you're going to get like 8, at least 7-8 hours. Very good for a blue fragrance. And it's actually making me very happy. I actually would say if you hate Hawas, like Hawas is sweet, lovey-dovey, but it's kind of like the ambergris, it takes over. It's like a musky ambergris, So that point, the ambery note, sometimes for me nauseating. Sometimes I feel like, like that musk. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I am straight up smelling sea, fish, or, like those corals, like whatever lives in the sea. So you smell that and you feel like sometimes the musk can be sickening. This thing is free from musk, which I like. So that makes me say this is a masculine Invictus, and Invictus has many flankers: Invictus Intense, Legend, Aqua, a few of the other ones, the Victory, Elixir. They're all good, but very, very sweet. If you hate the sweetness, tone down the sweetness much and keep the good things of Invictus, and gives it masculine edge. So woody, uh, aquatic, spicy, mild sweet, and the fragrance is very addictive smelling. I think even though not ambergris, but it gives that seaside vibe without making you feel nauseating, you know. So that's what is great about Sapphire. So this is my fourth from the niche line. It's not a brand new fragrance, but try it. You know, I think in foreign countries you can get these for cheap, you know, 20 something dollars. So that price point, it's very, very worth it. Is it blind buy worthy? If you already have Invictus, I would say, yeah, why not, you know. But if you're a collector that you just want one from each genre, I would not suggest this. I would not say if you have Invictus, get this as well. You already have Invictus, you're good. If you have Polo Blue, it'll be different. You're good with a couple of blue fragrances. Unless you're a big collector, this has no place in your shelf. But if you don't have Invictus, but you always wondered what Invictus is like, you can try this. Invictus is going to be at least double the price of it, okay? So overall, Armaf Niche Sapphire, this fragrance is very impressive and makes me happy. Sunny days when the sun is a little bit warm, breezy, for it to do the job. Casual, school, college, youngsters, if you just started collecting or you just want to have a decent, very decent blue masculine perfume, you can try this. If you like fragrance like Platinum Egoist, this is going to be right up your alley. Overall, my like assessment on this fragrance, I like the packaging. I was going to give it 8.5, but I give it 9 out of 10. Yeah, I like this DNA. No matter what hate I get, Invictus sucks, Invictus DNA sucks. Well, you know, to each his own, right? Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Try that fragrance out and do let me know if you ever tried it and what else is good from this line. What's good, you know? Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you soon. One more video, then I'll upload this. Take care.